night where the NXT Champion Bo Dallas has pronounced his own homecoming celebration. Welcome everyone to NXT.
Please welcome out the NXT Champion Bo Dallas.
Well, it's been quite some time since we've seen the NXT Champion here inside the NXT arena.
We're in the presence of greatness.
Yeah, I was going to say,
NXT Champion Bo Dallas.
I don't mind saying this.
Look at this.
I'm glad he's
Look
back.
at all
Look
these
at all the
balloons and
balloons.
streamers.
Well, we call it a homecoming
throw your
celebration.
handkerchief
Like
at it,
Christmas
Alex. Come on.
morning here for me tonight.
Bo Dallas, and he has party hats too. How appropriate. Bo Dallas is just having the time of his life.
And why shouldn't he be? Bo Dallas is the NXT Champion, and he's returning a conquering hero.
Not only is the NXT champion, he's traveled the world. He's been on tour for the last couple months, and now he's back. He's going to tell us all about it.
Well, Bo Dallas, always Bo-leaving, as he calls it.
I believe.
I believe as well. Huge fan of Bo Dallas and the NXT champion, like we've said again, here tonight with us.
There is no place like home. For those of you who have been keeping up with the Bo Dallas newsletters, you already know, for the past month, I've been on the Bo Dallas vs. the World Tour. And everywhere I've gone, the reception has been the same. Everybody loves Bo!
All the Australians do. He's very big down under.
Such a positive attitude out of this man.
I wish so much that you all could have been there. But I got the next best thing. A slideshow. Do you guys want to see it? Okay, great. First slide. That's me in Montreal on the first night of the tour. Did you know in Canada they called their Bo-leavers Bo-nuts? Those crazy Canadians. And of course, I was welcomed in open arms in Cambodia. There I sports entertained in front of a sold-out crowd of over 300,000 people against Justin Gabriel. He's a good kid. I beat him. And there I am in Liechtenstein, where they performed an impromptu Bo rally. And that is a young man that goes by the name Norbert. He suffers from a debilitating illness. The doctors say when I gave him a hug, his health improved over 50%. And there's Norbert now. That's what happens when you don't stop Bo-leaving. Ah, Norbert. Okay.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, geez. Oh, that wasn't supposed to be in there. Next. No, that's not. What is going? Oh, come on. Okay. Anyways, then I stormed myself to Transylvania. Well, they all proclaimed me their friends by offering me baked goods, pronounced Aratki. That's cookie in American. And because you are all my good friends, I'm going to give you a cookie. And you a cookie. And you a cookie. And you're getting a cookie. And you're going home with a cookie too. You're getting a cookie as well. And you're getting a cookie. Give that man a cookie. She wants a cookie. And he wants a cookie. Give that little girl a cookie. She deserves a cookie. You all deserve cookies.
Oh, hold on.
Mr. JBL.
The interim general manager of NXT, John Bradshaw Layfield.
Mr. JBL, so good to see you.
Bo Dallas, NXT Champion. I want to tell you, on behalf of the company, we are so proud of you for being such a wonderful international ambassador. Just like Randy Orton is the face of the WWE, you, Bo, we are so proud that you are the face of NXT.
I believe at least one NXT superstar might have a different view.
Rather a spoiled sport, isn't he?
To a rousing ovation from the NXT universe.
If I was Sami Zayn, I don't know if I'd be interrupting JBL.
Hey, Sammy. Did you come to get a cookie?
No, Bo, no. I didn't come for a cookie. But it's very nice to see you, friend. And it's very nice to see our general manager who suspended me, JBL.
There is a reason I suspended you. We have the face of NXT, our champion, Bo Dallas, in a homecoming party, and you come down and interrupt both the champion and your boss. Suggest you learn just a tad bit of respect, son.
I told him that, Mr. JBL. I told him that.
Look, I didn't mean any disrespect. All I want is a chance. All I want is to be reinstated so that I can take that NXT Championship off that delusional cheeseball.
Easy, hey, Ricky Bobby, you can't just say, I don't mean any disrespect, no offense, and then insult the champion of NXT. I could suspend you indefinitely if I want to. But you know, Sammy, and I'm about to suspend the entire universe if they don't shut up. You started this and you know it.
Can he do that?
You served your suspension subserviently. You took your medicine, and I appreciate that. Sammy, I always do what's best for business. You're reinstated.
I want to say congratulations, Sammy. But did you forget? We already did this. Remember, I defeated you for the NXT Championship? It's starting to seem like you're just a sore loser.
You know what, Bo? Don't patronize me, all right? I have no problem starting from the bottom and working my way back up, but just remember what I said. The next time it's me and you in the ring, I am taking that title.
Good thing about the era of the wrestling gods, Sammy, is opportunity is just one win away. That's why tonight I'm going to have a Beat the Clock challenge to name the new #1 contender. And you, Sami, are not only in it, you're wrestling tonight. Good luck.
Welcome home, Bo.
Well, a blockbuster announcement by the interim general manager of NXT. A Beat the Clock challenge
And I was
tonight
gonna say,
to
what a-
determine the #1 contender for the NXT Championship, and the challenge starts when NXT returns.
The just announced Beat the Clock challenge will happen tonight as Adrian Neville takes on the artiste Aiden English with a #1 contendership for the NXT title on the line tonight. But the time will be set after the certified G, Colin Cassidy, takes on the Bulgarian powerhouse Alexander Rusev. Who will be victorious in the first Beat the Clock challenge matchup? We'll find out next.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to NXT. The Beat the Clock challenge starts right now.
The following is the Beat the Clock Challenge match. Introducing first, from Queens, New York, weighing 252 pounds, Colin Cassidy.
Well, a different environment for Colin Cassidy, who usually has his...
Where's the funny-looking ferret little fellow?
Well, Enzo Amore, we found out was injured during a recent NXT live event. Not present by Colin's side, but hey, the stakes are a whole lot higher with or without Enzo.
We have basically tonight the NXT Championship on the line. This is like the NFL playoffs. We're getting right here tonight, first round.
Easily the biggest match of Colin Cassidy's career.
Это моя удовольствие предоставить вам самый сильный, самый агрессивный, strongest Bulgarian brute, Alexander Rusev.
Well, we've seen this young lady over the last several weeks associated with Alexander Rusev. We understand this is his social ambassador, Lana, and certainly guiding the careers of one of the most dominant men we've seen in a long time here around these parts.
That's the first time I've seen a look of sheer despair, to be honest with you, in Colin Cassidy's eyes there.
Yeah, Rusev is a big man, taking nothing away from Colin Cassidy. Stands about 6'8", 275 pounds. But you're right, Mr. Regal. Just the look in his eyes shows the size and the strength of Rusev.
Incorporates Muay Thai, sumo training. Very different style, different presence, but extremely dominant.
Has the word brute ever been used in such a better term to describe this young man?
And in a complimentary way.
Goodness gracious me.
So both these men with the opportunity of a lifetime here tonight on NXT, folks. Beat the Clock challenge. Rules are simple. The quicker you beat your opponent, the advantage lies with you. And William Regal, if you're in this matchup, if you're in this situation with the NXT Championship possibly in your future, what's your strategy?
Win as quickly as possible. Try and take down your opponent. You've got to know your opponents inside out. You should know what everybody does, so you should know the weaknesses. It's whether you can take advantage of those very quickly. And that's the situation here.
You're going for roll-ups, pinfalls, anything you can do to get your opponent's shoulders
somebody
to the
out
mat.
if you have to.
Absolutely,
Whatever
as
you've
soon
got
as
to do.
possible.
Immediately Rusev, you see the clock there in the background, 30 seconds expired so far in this matchup. Rusev going to work on Colin Cassidy, and certainly in the back of his mind, keeping track of the time as Rusev quickly goes for the cover.
You can see the urgency there in Colin Cassidy. He wasn't even allowing Rusev to get anywhere close to him. He was getting out of the way, and that's what you've got to do, because any time you can lose.
Yeah, like hot coals, you know, as soon as your shoulders hit the hot coals, they're off. Nobody wants to lose tonight.
Certainly not the time to show any trepidation or fear. Whoa! High impact.
Could be it, could be it, could be it.
Rusev! No.
But that's the thing that Alexander Rusev has over all his opponents. He puts them in a state of fear.
Right, something you can't prepare for is the size and strength and the explosiveness of that man.
A little over 1 minute expired thus far in this matchup. You notice every time Rusev has gone for a cover, shoots the half
Do you
He
notice
takes a glance up at the time.
just the way that Rusev, he always headbutts to the temple and not to the front of the head. That causes so much more damage.
Yeah, let's not sleep on Colin Cassidy. He's a certified G. He also stands 6'7".
Right now, Cassidy not in a good way. Rusev dominant as he has been the last several weeks on NXT. And again, using his headbutts. Loves to use his head, his knees, as various forms of offense. Rusev hooks the leg.
Listen, your feet, fist, and head are the things that you have at your best disposal, especially when you're as big as him and as strong as he is.
Rusev climbing the ropes. We don't see this very often.
Whoa!
Rusev! Oh!
Tell you what, Colin Cassidy needed to get out of the way of that move. If that move landed, that was probably it for Colin
But he
Cassidy.
needs to take advantage of this opening right now.
Yeah, you see the resolve and the look of Colin Cassidy. And now it's Cassidy with the
That should be
cover.
it.
Realizing how close this opportunity could be for him to get a shot at the NXT Championship. But no.
If there's any doubt in our mind how powerful Colin Cassidy was, he just decked Alexander Rusev with one punch.
Yeah, and the urgency as the time ticks off. You can't tell the story enough that as it gets later in this match, they get more nervous and nervous. It's very important to set a good time tonight.
We are 2.5 minutes into this Beat the Clock Challenge matchup, ladies and gentlemen. High knee by Colin Cassidy. This could be it.
Don't get frustrated. This is where Colin Cassidy's got to allow himself not to get frustrated. It's easy for me to say that sat here, but try and pin him now.
Shoulders down. Cassidy trying so hard to capture a win in this matchup.
And I think the WWE, the NXT universe needs to understand this. The longer that clock ticks, the worse it is for these two men.
Rusev out of the way. Looks like Colin Cassidy went headfirst into that ring post. And again, wise strategy by Alexander Rusev, who was on the move. And Cassidy may be out here. Uh-oh. We've seen this plenty times before. This is the accolade. Rusev has it cinched in just as we approach 3.5 minutes. Rusev cinching back. Can Cassidy hold on?
He's fighting. This man's from Queens. He'll fight.
Desperately.
Whoa.
Colin Cassidy trying to create some separation.
This shows the power of Colin Cassidy. We've never seen anybody be able to fight this off.
Oh!
And he does.
And how about the wingspan? You talk about wingspan in boxing, but how about in the WWE being able to grab that rope to survive?
You notice how Rusev, as we approach 4 minutes in this matchup, continues on the offense. Attacking the lower back, going for the cover on Colin Cassidy. Rusev continually keeping abreast of the time here.
Yeah, without Enzo Amore ringside, you know, it was up in the air how he was going to perform tonight. I'm very impressed with Colin Cassidy. Sometimes that can get in your head, not having your man with you.
The moment you mention NXT Championship, the opportunity to change your entire career, that does something to a man.
One thing we have to remember, though, it's impossible to pace yourself in this match, and you can use up a lot of energy too quickly. Your adrenaline starts running, and you sometimes, you know, the term, you wear yourself out trying too hard.
Look at this. Look at the way Rusev is manhandling Colin Cassidy.
William, that's a fantastic point. You don't know how much stamina you have because in a lot of these matches, you can pace yourself.
Rusev trying to put Cassidy away as we approach the 5-minute mark in this Beat the Clock Challenge matchup.
Now, it goes without saying that everybody here in NXT are in incredible condition. But this drains you of all that because you're trying to beat that clock.
And all the superstars in the back now that have to compete in this Beat the Clock, they're happy right now. As that time ticks away, they get more and more comfortable
More of a
in the
breather
back.
for them.
Sure.
But that's one thing, they shouldn't get comfortable.
Two of the toughest men you'll find on NXT battling it out for the opportunity of a lifetime.
Oh, dear me.
The more Colin Cassidy fights, the more Rusev inflicts. And now for the second time, cinching in the accolade in the center of the ring. We are 5.5 minutes in. Accolade is cinched in and Rusev wins.
Here's your winner, Alexander Rusev.
Everybody needs to take notice of Colin Cassidy, though, because the way that he fought out and fought through that battle, he's a man to watch.
Well, the time to beat is now 5 minutes and 33 seconds. The man in the driver's seat is Alexander Rusev.
And he is on a roll here, Byron, in NXT. What a strong, powerful man. And with that woman by his side, sky's the limit.
Beat the Clock Challenge continues, folks. Next up, Kassius Ohno will go one-on-one with Tyler Breeze.
Hi, I'm Devin Taylor. Please welcome my guest at this time, Adrian Neville. Adrian, can you tell us about your match last week with Corey Graves and the concussion he suffered from afterwards?
Every time we step in the ring, we take a great risk. This is not ballet, but what Corey Graves did to me is he tried to take out my knee, and he tried to end my career. Now, what happened to Corey was unfortunate, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But right now, I can't think about that. Right now, I need to think about beat the clock. Now, Devin, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but I know a thing or two about speed. You see, I'm the human roller coaster. I got twists and turns that you'll never see coming. I'm a thriller second. And tonight, we're going to see if Mr. Aiden English can keep up.
5 minutes, 33 seconds, the time to beat as Kassius Ohno takes on the gorgeous one, Tyler Breeze. Can either NXT superstar beat that time set by Alexander Rusev? That match is coming up tonight.
Excuse me, Bailey? Can you tell everyone how you're feeling after Charlotte double-crossed you last week?
I mean, I really don't know why she did what she did. We were best friends. We were like SpongeBob and Patrick. Like Tommy and Chucky. And now we're not any of those. I mean, I had her first match here in NXT, where I met her dad. Woo! I taught her how to pogo stick, and we used to do the robot together.
Well, have you spoken to Charlotte?
No. I haven't had the courage to confront her yet. I'm just thinking just give her like another week or so. But Charlotte, if you're watching, I just want to say that when I find you, these bad boys are going to be doing all the talking. Sorry if I scared you. I just always wanted to do that.
It's okay. Thank you for your time, Bailey.
Oh, you're welcome. Hey, Devin, would you want to do the robot with me? It's really easy.
No.
Just let your arm hang.
Following is the Beat the Clock match with a summer residency in Milan, Italy, weighing 200 pounds, Tyler Breeze.
Welcome back to NXT, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, this is our second Beat the Clock Challenge matchup and a huge opportunity for the man known as Prince Pretty, Tyler Breeze.
And that's a man that looks like he's ready for a fight.
What I suggest he does is put that phone on, stop posing, and worry about what's ahead of him, because this could, this is not the way to be sauntering around worrying about how you look.
I'll certainly agree with you there, William Regal. This normally Tyler Breeze concerned about getting his hair messed up, getting hit in the face, but you got to forget all about that because you have the opportunity to change your career.
You know, guys, if I was going to play in the Super Bowl, I wouldn't change anything I do the day before, so I think he's doing the exact right thing.
From Dayton, Ohio, weighing 225 pounds, Kassius Ohno.
Kassius Ohno has said he's inspired by overcoming insurmountable odds, and this is certainly the high-pressure environment to do so.
Certainly in a high-pressure situation tonight.
So Kassius Ohno will take on Tyler Breeze in our second Beat the Clock Challenge matchup. The time to beat, 5 minutes and 33 seconds, have record set by Alexander Rusev. And Breeze immediately trying to go for the cover.
Kassius walked into a stiff one early.
And William Regal, I'll defer to you on this. Hold on, Breeze again. Second match in, you know the time to beat. What's your mindset?
Again, it's even worse now because you have to try and beat that time.
Hold on.
It's even worse for these competitors. They have to try and beat that time, and they know the time is ticking down. Every second feels like 1,000 hours to them because they know this is it.
You know, why do you always keep deferring to William Regal when you have a question about in-ring ability?
Covered by Breeze. Well, what are your thoughts? What would you do if you were in there, Alex?
I mean, I'd obviously beat the question, but I just wonder why you always go to William Regal like, you know, like
Well,
I'm some schmuck sitting over here.
There's 30 years and 44 countries of experience, or 200 matches and carrying the Miz's bag.
That might have
That's
something
probably
to do with
something to do with it.
Breeze here, much more urgent style. Inside cradle by Kassius Ohno. Much more urgent style than we're used to, understandably so. Oh no, again, shoulders down. Both men continually glancing at the clock. We are down to about 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Oh!
And I love Ohno's strategy early, going for a lot of pinfalls. We didn't necessarily see that in the match before.
Nice agility displayed by Ohno. Ooh! What a counter by Breeze.
But this isn't going to win him the match, is it? Tyler Breeze needs to get out, get hold of Kassius Ohno, throw him in the ring and pin him as quickly as possible.
Just under 4 minutes left in this Beat the Clock Challenge matchup. That means either Tyler Breeze or Kassius Ohno has to win this match before the time expires, or else they are out of the running for becoming the number one contender.
What is
for
the
NXT
referee
Championship.
doing? Get out of his way. He's trying to get to Ohno to get him back in the ring.
Valuable time going by as Tyler Breeze finally gets to Kassius Ohno.
I just don't understand why Tyler Breeze is trying to get Kassius Ohno back into the ring. Why doesn't he just win by count out?
Well, Mr. Regal, this is a beat the clock challenge. Maybe he's thinking he can save a couple seconds if he just drags the man in and pins him in the ring.
Yes, but he's out on the floor. He could just,
Yeah, and taking nothing away from Breeze here, this is just a thing where Kassius Ohno's completely knocked out cold and he can't get him back in the ring.
Yeah, Breeze spent more time just trying to get Kassius in the ring than he could have been covering him, and now here he goes. Hook of the leg. Now you're starting to see frustration set in, and you know that could be a mistake, William Regal.
Actually, I made a mistake there because I just thought Tyler Breeze should, why did he waste his time getting in there? He should have just won on count out. I was thinking pins all the time, you see. Sometimes I get flustered.
About 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining on the clock.
I'm sure Alex can tell you, we're sat here as competitors, and you can't help but get excited watching this because you feel I'm feeling exactly what they're feeling.
Yeah, you know when there's an opportunity for the WWE or NXT
floats over
Championship
for the cover.
You take it up a notch. There's another gear you go to.
You almost begin to think the paranoia is starting to set in as we approach the 2-minute mark for Tyler Breeze, who's trying to figure out, what do I have to do to defeat Kassius Ohno?
Yeah, it almost
what he wants to
becoming
do.
a distraction almost.
What he wants to do is try to pin Kassius Ohno in any combination or any form that he can think of. Doesn't matter, just try and pin him.
In the meantime, Kassius Ohno dazed, just trying to get his bearings as Breeze continues the attack.
Clock, tick, 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 tick.
We are down to just under 2 minutes. Floats over, here comes Breeze for the cover. Again, Kassius able to hold on.
And looking at that clock, what does it take to spur on Tyler Breeze here? He's looking at the clock and he can see the time ticking. Try and pin your opponent.
Yeah, it's a 2-minute warning here. You gotta hurry, you gotta stay on top of your opponent, press it.
Breeze sizing up Kassius Ohno. Going for the beauty shot. Ohno scouted it. Ohno scouted it. Ohno with the cover. Oh! And now Ohno feeling the desperation. Once again, pinning combination. Shoulders down. Kassius Ohno realizing we are just over 1 minute left. Just over 1 minute left in this matchup. Kassius Ohno.
The most important 60 seconds of this young man's life. Pin him now.
Ohno tried going for that elbow. Breeze rolls through.
Counter
Shoulders
roll.
down. Counter by Ohno. Counter by Ohno. Oh, man. We are just under a minute, ladies and gentlemen, in this Beat the Clock matchup. Kassius Ohno rolls through and he got him!
Here's your winner, Kassius Ohno.
How about that exchange?
That was
This is a great comeback.
Yeah, what is that?
This is a great comeback for Kassius Ohno because we haven't seen a lot of him here on NXT, and now he's made a statement, and that's what you have to do if you're competing here. Make a statement.
The new time to beat, 4 minutes and 48 seconds. The owner of that new time is Kassius Ohno. Well, folks, plenty of Beat the Clock challenge still to come tonight. But coming up next, a tag team we haven't seen for quite some time here on NXT, making their return. Hunico, Camacho in action next.
Kassius Ohno is the man to beat with a time of 4 minutes 48 seconds as the Canadian sensation Sami Zayn takes on the South African Leo Krueger. Will Ohno's time stand? We'll find out tonight.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. At a combined weight of 455 pounds, Hunico and Camacho.
Well, look who's back. Hunico and Camacho return to the NXT arena.
I'm glad to see them. One of my favorite
And their
pairings.
opponents, at a combined weight of 360 pounds, Jonathan Ornigan and Chris Rockwell.
Oh, John Ornigan and Chris Rockwell will certainly have their hands full against the returning Hunico and Camacho.
Yeah, considering these two men might have met 2 hours ago in the parking lot, this is an uphill battle.
Of course, Hunico suffered severe injury that kept him out of action for quite some time here on NXT, but both these men back on the same page. And what's going to be interesting to see is if we have any ring rust as far as tag team chemistry.
Listen, these two have known each other ever since they were children.
Oh, hold on here. Hunico at the cover. This could be it. And it is.
Wow.
Wow. So much for ring rust.
Well,
I was just about to say that.
Hunico and Camacho.
Well, the question was answered.
That wasn't
very
even fair.
quickly there. Take another look here. Camacho setting the plate, and Hunico, swan dive, capitalizing, and Hunico and Camacho are back.
So, Camacho, how does it feel to be back as a team on NXT?
Somos pocos pero locos, mugrosos. Ascension! You know why we're here, Ascension? Simón,
Well, folks, the time to beat in the Beat the Clock Challenge is 4 minutes, 48 seconds. Beat the Clock Challenge matches continue. Next up, we'll find out, will it be Adrian Neville or Aiden English who step up to the call?
Hi, I'm Dan Avone. Please welcome to the show, Kassius Ohno. Congratulations on setting the time in the Beat the Clock Challenge and your big win over Tyler Breeze.
Hey, man, congratulations to you, too. First time we're meeting, but I've heard a lot of good things, and thank you, man. I know you're new, but that match meant a lot to me, man, because I've been in a bit of a slump, so to pick up that victory, you know, it starts with just one. So if I can stack this up and build my confidence, sooner or later I'll get the challenge for that NXT Championship, and I know
Сделал большой mistake. You make big mistake when you beat Mr. Rusev's time and beat the clock.
Hello, Natasha. Do me a favor. Please tell Boris that I mean no joke. And when I become the NXT champion, Rusev, he can have the first shot. Das Vidanya.
4 minutes, 48 seconds is the time to beat as the man who gravity forgot, Adrian Neville, takes on the artiste Aiden English in our next Beat the Clock Challenge. Will Kassius Ohno's time hold up? We'll find out next.
The following is the Beat the Clock Challenge match.
Adrian Neville's been through so much the last couple weeks, losing the tag team titles, having his partner turn on him. What a way to change his fortunes if he can capture a win and beat the clock in this matchup.
But it's not as easy as me saying it, is it? Because he's got a great opponent here. Very formidable.
Immediately Neville.
Formidable opponent in the Artiste.
Well, you brought up a great point there, William Regal. The quickness of Adrian Neville can really play to his game here.
Oh, yes.
Because he's got to beat the clock.
Oh, he's faster than the Gypsy's Whippet, he is, honestly.
Time to beat 4 minutes and 48 seconds. Record currently held by Kassius Ohno as Aiden English hooks the legs. repeatedly. English, wisely, watching the clock, watching his opportunity.
And if I was preparing for Neville, I would not let him get to the top rope. That's where he is best.
Neville showing great agility on the move. What? Leg sweep into the cover. Wow. Oh! And that might be it for Adrian Neville. Neville's so unpredictable in the ring. You never know how his attack is going to come.
A smart competing there by the Ortiz, though. Take the wind out of Adrian Neville.
Neville down quickly. And I got to ask you, Alex Riley.
Okay, thank you.
Act of desperation now. You know, a couple matches into the Beat the Clock Challenge. How much does that level of desperation increase?
Well, I think when you're
hold on here again.
When you're in the locker room and you're watching the clock, and as it ticks away, tick, 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 it gets to 5 minutes, you feel more comfortable. But then you come out here, and as it tick, 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 ticks away, and you lose that 5 minutes, you get a sense of urgency, and you need to get to the pinfall. Sometimes it gets in your head, it becomes a distraction.
I wonder how much the strategy of both these men has been adjusted throughout the night as they've seen the different times go down.
That's a very good point, actually, Byron. As you sat back there watching this,
hooking the leg by.
You constantly have to refigure your game plan.
Yeah, let's not forget, like, Aiden English has a weight advantage on this man. It's going to be very hard for Neville to keep his shoulders pinned to the mat.
We're down to 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Again, the time to beat 4 minutes and 48 seconds again. English on the cover.
But doing exactly what he should be doing, keeping this man on the mat, keeping him grounded.
Aiden English seizing Adrian Neville at every moment. Neville trying to fight back. No! Neville trying to change the complexion of this matchup. Right now it's Aiden English who's just one step quicker.
Get those shoulders down, get him down. There you go.
There you go. The leg.
The Ortiz here, he cannot let himself get frustrated, though. He has to concentrate on the prize, which is beating Adrian Neville.
Just under 2 minutes left. Aiden English.
Every word out of his mouth, every frustrating walk that he takes, the clock ticks away. He can't do this.
I mean, you got a clear opportunity on the line here.
That's a very good point there, Alex. Now, this is where Adrian Neville, he has to take command now. He has to try and... Oh, so frustrating when you sat here and you see openings.
We're down to 1:30. Adrian Neville trying to dig deep. Trying to change his fortunes. Going down low, going high. English goes down. Neville on the move. Oof. Neville so quick. Pinpoint accuracy. Center of the ring, here's the cover. Just over 1 minute left. Desperation time kicking in.
Tell you what, I get this man down with something. I'd go to the top. There you go.
Oh, he may have heard you. Neville's going up. Neville might be thinking red arrow, but
this is
Aiden English wisely.
How smart is Aiden English getting away from his opponent?
Ring awareness.
But it was such...
Oh! Neck breaker counter. This could be it. English might be getting a shot.
Let's not forget, guys, this is an NXT Tag Team Champion. He's had gold around his waist. He knows what it takes.
Under 40 seconds left. Can either of these two men beat the clock? Now English, high-risk maneuver perhaps.
One has to wonder whether this is sound strategy, though.
When
you know that you've only got 20 seconds to go.
Time's ticking, under 20 seconds. Both men jockeying for position as time ticks away.
I wouldn't be putting Neville on the top rope ever.
My goodness. We're down to about 10 seconds, guys.
Very good point there,
seconds. Neville off the top rope. Neville flies. Red arrow. Can he beat it? Can he beat it? He does.
Here's your winner, Adrian Neville.
With 3 seconds to go, absolutely unbelievable. And you made a great point there, Alex. Why would you put Adrian Neville on the top rope and put him in his domain?
Yeah, when the artiste comes back to consciousness, he's going to look in the mirror and be really upset. He almost has himself to blame.
A remarkable accomplishment. The new time to beat, 4 minutes and 45 seconds, now held by Adrian Neville.
Adrian Neville is the man to beat with a time of 4 minutes 45 seconds as the Canadian sensation Sami Zayn takes on the South African Leo Krueger. Will Neville's time hold up? That's coming up next.
Hunico Camacho, you want to challenge us? Challenge accepted. But realize one thing. We will rip you apart, piece by piece, limb by limb.
Good things come to those who wait. But for the two of you, when we arrive, it is already way too late.
We are the Ascension, and we will rise.
Following is the Beat the Clock Challenge match. From Johannesburg, South Africa, weighing 220 pounds, Leo Krueger.
This is our final Beat the Clock Challenge matchup of the night. The time to beat, 4 minutes and 45 seconds, held by Adrian Neville, but perhaps highly challenged by one of the most feared competitors around these parts, Leo Krueger.
Calculating, cunning, and just diabolical.
It's been said about this man that he doesn't care about money or fame, and those men can become very dangerous.
I don't know about you, Alex, but I'm worn out just calling this. These poor competitors.
It's been a sprint.
Whew.
And his opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing 192 pounds, Sami Zayn.
Man, what a whirlwind of emotions Sami Zayn must be going through. He comes within a hair a few weeks ago of defeating Bo Dallas for the NXT Championship. Then he's suspended by the interim general manager, John Bradshaw Leafield, only to be reinstated tonight and told, hey, you're going to have one more chance to compete for the NXT Championship by being part of the Beat the Clock Challenge match.
I don't even know why he's out here tonight and getting an opportunity. He already lost. When you lose, you go to the back of the line.
Now this is definitely a contrast of styles here. Sami Zayn perfect for this kind of...
Oh, wait a minute. There we go.
Well, look who it is.
Get some order out here.
Bo Dallas apparently looking to get a bird's eye view of who his potential opponent could be.
Well, as I was saying, Sami Zayn perfect for this kind of match because he's so quick and sudden. Leo Krueger, such a calculating competitor, wears down his opponent bit by bit, body part by body part. So will he be able to survive in such a match?
The thing about Krueger, though, is he can win at any moment.
Yes.
He can strike with one blow.
Yes, you are correct there.
Well, folks, as a reminder, the time to beat, 4 minutes and 45 seconds, and Sami Zayn immediately trying to put away Leo Krueger.
And I wonder if Bo Dallas's presence out here is going to be distracting for Sami Zayn in the least.
Remember, both these men competing for an opportunity to become #1 contender for the NXT Championship. Shoulders down, Sami Zayn again, sensing that opportunity. Both these men on any day could certainly challenge. Hold on, Sami, no. Both these men could challenge for the NXT Championship, prime opportunity, and now Leo Krueger immediately changes the pace of this match.
Exactly what I was talking about, William. This man can strike you and drop you down at any moment.
And now, for both...
Krueger trying to put away Sami Zayn.
For both competitors, they've not only got to look at the clock, they've, let's be honest here, they've got to look at Bo Dallas, wondering whether he's going to come down to the ring. I would be.
What?
Leo Krueger, such a crapshoot, you're never quite sure what he's thinking, but I sure do. Oh, hold on, again, I'll tell you what I do know is that Leo Krueger is keeping a close eye on that time because he knows that could be the difference between himself getting an NXT title shot or not.
You know, if Bo Dallas comes down to the ring, Byron, he's going to have to face Adrian Neville, and
Krueger
that's
flips over again for the cover.
Have you noticed the way that Leo Krueger, he's not just trying to pin Sami Zayn, though, he's doing certain moves that injure body parts on the same time as trying to pin him, which is very smart because he could win by submission as well.
This man has taken down elephants, crocodiles. This man is from the jungle. We have to remember that. He's very calculating.
Just under 3 minutes left in this Beat the Clock Challenge matchup. Sami Zayn, Leo Krueger trying to become the #1 contender. Nice counter by Zayn. Zayn at home here off the top rope. High crossbody connects. This could be it. No.
And I love when two superstars with contrasting styles get after each other because this is exactly what you get.
Well, there's a high risk involved there, William Regal, especially the time frame as Leo Krueger goes for the cover on Sami Zayn. But I guess in this situation, you have to pull out all the stops.
Exactly, you have to pull them out. I can't believe that Leo Krueger was able to kick out from that, to be honest with you. This shows what kind of an incredible competitor he is.
Krueger normally operates in a slow, methodical pace, but hooking the far leg of Sami Zayn, clearly having to change his strategy up.
Kicks out because he's usually used to elephants on top of him.
Again, Krueger doing whatever he can to cover Sami Zayn. Multiple times, Sami's still fighting. What does that do to your mindset when a man continually covers you?
Also, as well, you have to remember, just covering somebody makes them use a lot of energy to kick out. And you're not always
getting tired.
I mean, that was one of my ploys years ago. I knew I wasn't going to pin somebody, but it would make them just use up so much energy throwing me off.
Sure. Folks, we are just under 2 minutes left in this Beat the Clock challenge. You can sense the urgency amongst the NXT universe, amongst these two superstars. The opportunity at hand, and Sami Zayn can too. Sami trying to kick it into that 5th gear against Leo Krueger. Oh!
That could be it there.
High air combo. Here's the cover. No. Under 1:30 remaining.
A shot of that clock. Tick, 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 tick.
The time to beat, 4 minutes, 45 seconds. Currently held by Adrian Neville, who will face that man, Bo Dallas.
Great counter.
Missed cue by Sami Zayn. Leo Krueger might be doing so. Man, oh man. Just over a minute. A minute left in this Beat the Clock challenge match. Can Zayn or Krueger do it?
Whoop.
Oh! Vicious spine buster, under a minute left. Here comes Krueger. Backs to the wall, desperation time, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm
45 seconds left.
I'm nervous. It's coming down. Under 40 seconds.
If Krueger's going to do something, he better do it now.
Exactly. He shouldn't be waiting. He should just run over and kick him. Do anything. Try and pin his opponent. Try and pin Sami Zayn. There we go.
30 seconds. About 30 seconds. Krueger with the cover again. Just under 30 seconds left. Leo Krueger, Sami Zayn. Both these men trying to become the #1 contender for the NXT Championship. Zayn on wobbly legs and Krueger on the attack. Krueger on the attack, 15 seconds. Krueger is going to put away Sami Zayn, no. 10 seconds left. Krueger doing whatever he can. Zayn still holding on. Zayn, whoa, counter, counter.
Oh!
Whoa!
Oh!
Did he get him?
What just happened?
That was exactly...
Clock's at 0.
Exactly, the clock was exactly at 0.
I'm waiting for confirmation from our official here if Sami Zayn was able to beat the time.
The clock is clearly at 0.
This is not the era of polka dots and controversies. This is not the era of Dusty Rhodes. This is the era of a wrestling god, and we don't have controversies. I'd love to blame this on you, referee John Cone, and send you back to Kansas City to work in some stupid donut shop. But it happened to end in a tie. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Sami Zayn, next week you will face Adrian Neville to see who will be the #1 contender. The following week, the winner of that match will face the NXT Champion Bo Dallas and the face of NXT for the championship.
What an incredible night we've got to look forward to next week.
You know, it's not often we say this is something we've never seen before, but this is something we've never seen before.
Adrian Neville versus Sami Zayn, a match for the ages next week on NXT.
We will find out who will be the man to face Bo Dallas next week.